And here we have our flagship among flyreels, the Da Vinci reel. The Da Vinci reel has won several international awards. One of them stands right here. It's the FTEX award. It was the first one it won. And hence it's quite famous around the world. And I think we have sold it to customers in more than 50 countries around the globe. So it's quite well known all the way around the globe. The Da Vinci was built for the utmost performance. We never looked at cheap or easy solution when we built it. We built it just the way we wanted it, and then we calculated the price afterwards. This reel had to be the best saltwater fly reel we could simply make. It was tested on several of the monsters of the sea, and of course also the Danish sea trout and the stripers in the US. It's been tested on tunas, it's been tested on steelhead, Atlantic salmon, tarpon, giant trevally, bonefish, and even marlin, and the reel always came out on top. It's a little bit different in design, and therefore it felt quite natural that the name had to be a tribute to a very unusual man, Leonardo da Vinci, a man with thoughts centuries ahead of his time. If you look at the design, the power and the smoothness of the brake is the core of this reel. And the brake knob, which is the entire side of the side covering of the reel house, is very easy to access. So even during the fight, you can even use the palm of your hand to adjust the brake. So it's very, very easy to use, and has a lot of power. And another good thing is that it prevents, tangling from line when casting, and when those big saltwater fish make their initial run and the loose line just jumps around, then there's no knob it can catch. It's very good. If we look at the inside, just take off the spool. So see, this is made to reel the stick. If you look inside the spool here, you see the spool is fitted on an octagon, and the skirting part is inside of it. So there's it's protected against salt water to get into the movable parts. And the octagon also ensures that that the spool sits very, very secure and steady on the center. The brake, which is in this brake house here, it is built of multiple carbon discs, and it's built pretty much like a modern brake on a modern racing car. So it really has a lot of power, and it can withstand a lot of heat as well. One thing that we did with this reel that is quite unique is this entire house for the brake has higher pressure inside than outside, and I can show you, because you probably only have to do this once in a lifetime. If you want to change it from right to left hand winding, then you take this thin part, unscrew it, and you pull it out, and in here you see the one-way clutch. You just turn it upside down and put it together again. And now take a look at this. When I try to push it together, you see it jumps back out, and it's because we are building in higher pressure inside than outside. So now it's fitted, and we just close it with it like this. Here we go. Now we have higher pressure inside than we have outside, and that means no water, no dust, no salt, nothing can work against that gradient. So it is completely secured in here, and you probably never have to go inside again. in your life, because it's completely sealed from the outside world. As you see, it's a full frame reel, so it's very, very strong. Oh yeah, last thing here is if you take a look at the and this reel foot here, it sits on an oval base, and that means that when you put the lead around the base of the reel foot under transportation or something like that, it will not get destroyed as it sometimes does with more square foots. So it's a very, very good reel. I have it in size 5/7, 7/9 and 9/11, and it is a fantastic reel. The only thing you probably have to think about is who's going to air it afterwards.